Coldplay have bought their own recording studio, The Bakery, down an alley in Camden Town, London. It's very near to where they did their first rehearsals and to where they played their first gigs. You've settled here. What does this place give you, and why do you want to have it?
It's our house.
Yeah, it is. It's we're in our living room right now. Everything about it is us. So you never feel like you're on someone else's time or in the way at all, you know. You never have to set up anything ever. You know, it's the way you left it 2 weeks ago if you go away, you know.
One thing that impresses me about it is this comparative smallness of it, is the comparative lack of lavishness of it, is as if you, four men, wanted to get back in some way to being the four students you were when you met.
There's less posters of Pamela Anderson than we had in our student house. But
that's because you're a respectably married man.
So we have just pictures of our musical heroes. And I certainly feel that it's made us very, very close. And it's stopped any of the bad people that you start to be surrounded with when you get bigger.
Yeah.
They only come in when we ask them.
It's a good area to be around us. Interesting around here. Mm.
So we did this bushfire benefit concert, 6 weeks ago, and we went on first, so we didn't have any lights or any of our normal smoke and mirrors.
Did you just suddenly decide to jump off the ramp, or had you thought you might do it?
Well, part of the problem with every frontman is that you have this chip in you that most people don't have, which is this desire to make everyone happy, which often fails. Or there's this desire to do something that you think is interesting when you feel like things might be going a bit stale. So either out of desperation or excitement, I thought, well, I'll just go for a run. It was a tremendous error.
Yes.
And
I'm surprised to see you sitting there now.
Yeah. Not the best thing to do safety-wise, but it's nice to get in amongst people who are listening to a concert.
These guys just played on.
Yeah.
They didn't pause.
No.
The show must go on.
For either thought or concern. I thought, well, they're doing okay.
Exactly. My view is if Will doesn't stop, then I know it's all right.
Life goes on.
Absolutely.
It's very rare that you'll get the sound of 2 drumsticks being thrown down, and you're going to turn around and see that face shaking his head. Los Angeles, California, and it's kind of like our Olympics today, We're going to the Grammys. It's very funny to talk about awards because it's obviously not really in the spirit of punk rock or rock and roll. But then if you've got there by doing what you believe in and didn't have to compromise anything to get there, then it's something to be celebrated, I think. I used to rule. Should we go through it? The world sees it rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone between the streets I used to own.
I'm feeling quite nervous, actually. It's the biggest thing in American music, so to be nominated for 1 is great, but 7 is ridiculous.
It's amazing to be nominated for so many, but it just makes it even worse if you don't win any. Sets like you're crap on all accounts.
Yeah.
It's the hardest crowd in the world to deal with. A crowd full of very talented musicians. You always feel inadequate. There's always a better drummer than you somewhere. There's always a better guitarist or whatever.
I What are you guys doing?
We're having a meeting and saying we want to be louder than Grohl.
Good luck, motherfucker. You gotta try a little harder than that.
Do good.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work. Keep making great music.
Thank you very much.
And I hope you win a lot of prizes tonight, okay?
It's very kind, Neil.
Good.
Thanks for coming and saying hi.
Thank you, guys.
Great to
Take care. Good luck.
You can judge how well you're doing by how many people want to say hello to you backstage. If everyone's a bit like, oh yeah, nice to see you, I've got to go. That's when you know your album wasn't that good. But if people stop and say, yeah, you know, well done, then that's a good feeling.
How you doing? How you doing? You alright?
And the Grammy for Song of the Year goes to Coldplay for Viva La Vida!
It was amazing. We were bowled over. I don't usually enjoy award ceremonies, but this one's been good. Coldplay.
We feel so grateful to be here, and I'm going to tear up. It's going to be crazy, but thank you so much, and that's all. We're going to go back to our chair.
Coldplay won 3 Grammys, including the prestigious Song of the Year award. Is it harder now that you're very successful with great critical acclaim, great number of awards, great number of sales, and this huge tour that you're just finishing as we speak? Is it harder to keep motivating yourself?
No. It actually gets easier because to make things better you have to work harder, and our goal is always to try and get better and to try to represent ourselves as well as possible. And so I don't know, it's what we love to do. It genuinely is. It's not hard to motivate to do this.
I think we all felt slightly dissatisfied with the third album for various reasons. I think it took us quite a long time to make. It wasn't particularly spontaneous. I think we were trying to make a record that people expected of us, and we weren't really trying to make a record that we were doing just for ourselves. And I think with the fourth record, we'd kind of really learned from that experience, and we decided that we would be making a record which was what we want to hear or what we want to do.